Highbury College in Cosham is alive with the sound of music. The students running the college's own Jamm Radio station have organised a 12-hour music marathon to raise money for Alzheimer's Research UK. The students also sold homemade cakes and biscuits as an added contribution. And with us today are three of the pupils who took part in the marathon to tell us a little bit more. So welcome. So we've got Robin, Jamie and Steve. Hello. Thank you for joining us. So Steve, tell us what you did today.
Basically what we done, Jamm Radio, we raised money for Alzheimer's research. We sold cakes, like you just said. We done a 12-hour marathon in the radio station.
When you're talking about 12-hour marathon, now as far as I understood, Jamm Radio is on 24 hours already. So what difference was this 12 hours?
Well, usually it's like a timetable of where the presenters have. So like Jamie does one on Thursday, I think. But instead of that, we had it all on Thursday. Every show's on Thursday this week. So
is it like everyone does an hour after each hour till the time is up, which it doesn't normally happen?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we've done.
Brilliant. So why did you decide to do that?
To raise money for Alzheimer's research, and it was successful. Yeah.
And so, Jamie, tell us then, you wanted to raise money for Alzheimer's research. Was there a specific reason that you wanted to raise that money for Alzheimer's?
Basically, Alzheimer's research was a charity that was quite close to a lot of the Jamm team. Basically, Alzheimer's is a type of dementia where it affects brain cells and causes short-term memory loss. So you forget faces, names, events.
Well, you said it's quite close to the team. Any particular reason why?
A lot of team, like family members, friends, people like that are quite close to a lot of the kind of management and also the regular team. And
they're aware of like someone in their family that's actually got this awful disease already?
Yeah.
Okay. Then so we go back to you quickly, and and you tell us more about Jamm Radio. What is it? You're all wearing these orange tops.
Thank you. Yeah, Jamm Radio is a student radio run by the students. I think it was established in May 2014, and it's been going well ever since, and it's probably going to be successful in the later years.
And do you take part in any of the shows? We heard about Jamie, and we'll hear in a minute a bit more about his show. But
yes, on Wednesdays 1 till 3, me, Adam and Elliot do a football roundup show. It's like basically talk about Premier League scores. And then on Fridays with Robin, I do Mock the Week, when like all like massive news stories, like we take the mick out of them a bit, like the BBC show.
Brilliant. And so do you get to go and see any of the matches, or you just do the matches?
We just watch them on telly, really.
And what about your news, Robin, when you're saying about that you also do the Mock the Week news?
Yeah,
you
we take big news stories from what happened in the past week, and we kind of change it into a light-hearted scenario. We don't take too deep stories, but we do,
You keep it quite light,
we keep it quite light. We take light stories and make them have a bit of a laugh with them.
When is that show on?
It's Friday, and it's 12 to 2. 12 to
2, okay. So going back to the marathon itself, how much money did you raise? And I think, what was your original target, and where did you get to?
Well, our original target was £200, and we reached that quite quickly. And then we raised up the target to £300. And eventually we got up to our total at the moment, which is £450.
Wow, that's great when you didn't expect to get that much. So were you surprised that people donated so much, or that it mattered, or how did you get that money, really?
We had I think it was a GoFundMe page, and we did games in the performance theatre, where we had people would pay money to play games, or...
Okay, so going back to that Just Giving page, how would people find it? Would it be under Jamm Radio?
We shared it on many social media sites like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, try and get the word out.
Okay, so if people go to your Jamm Radio site, they'll be able to find a link on that, would they? Something like that?
I'm not too
sure. Probably. I'm reliably informed. The answer is yes. So Jamie, your show then. Tell me about your show.
Me and two friends, Ellie and Kieran, we host the Throwback Thursday show, where we play songs from noughties and 90s.
Ooh, what's the noughties?
It's from 2000 to 2010.
Okay.
So quite old songs that you'll find in kind of pop party albums, Top of the Pops, just kind of old kind of songs like that from childhood.
Brilliant. And where do you find those, and how do you know which ones you want to play?
We have a set playlist that we've made, me, Ellie and Kieran, and we just play our favourite ones.
Fantastic. So you've obviously really enjoyed being part of this great marathon. Is there something that you're going to do next?
We've got events planned for January, well, after the new year, next year. So this was the first event that Jamm has done, and it's obviously been quite successful. We've got others planned for the new year.
Well, thank you very much for joining me. It's a real pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.